Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone in the YouTube world. Welcome back to the Lost Lion channel. I'm so happy that you guys are back here watching just another video about how good Virgin Voyages is. So today we're going to talk about the best food, the best restaurants, and this is going to be my opinion, my ranking of each restaurant and some of the food that I had. If you have any problems with it, please comment below, or if you agree with me, please give this video a like. So the first part of this video will be ranking the restaurants that are actually sit-down reservations from worst to best. And now let me be clear, I love all the restaurants. I just favor some restaurants more than the others. Now the second half of the video will be about the grab and go options, usually at the galley and the decks around it. So we're going to talk about from the worst to the best. And in my opinion, this is only my opinion because I have different taste buds than all of you guys. And just another quick disclaimer before I go through the restaurants and all the food here, this is all included. This is a cool thing about Virgin Voyages. All you have to do is reserve as soon as possible, but you don't have to spend an extra $1 on top of what you have spent already. So all these are included. Don't worry about the paid for items. There's just a few here and there on each menu that you can pay for, like a lobster or some really expensive item, but 99% of the menu is included. So let's get into the video. First, we're going to start with the restaurants. Now let's get on with the option that is not my favorite. And so I did this option on the Resilient Lady last year, and this is the Test Kitchen. The Test Kitchen is a reservation dinner. So you go in, they show you the kitchen, they show you the whole area. This is more of like a laboratory feeling. Lots of experimenting, lots of scientific tables all around. So I want to give you the vibe of trying different foods with different flavors. Now, just a couple of reasons why the Test Kitchen isn't my favorite. The whole dining experience was about 2.5 hours, which in my opinion is a little too long because you have about I think it's a 6-course meal with about 20 minutes in between each meal. Now the meals are very small, very tasty. I absolutely loved it. It just, in my opinion, it was a little too long. Now, again, strictly my opinion, there were a few items that I was not the biggest fan of. The peas with the egg, it was okay, just not a fan of peas. And then they have a blue cheese option, which again, I gave it a try. It was not bad, honestly. I never had blue cheese like that, but overall, that just wasn't my thing. I did like the dessert. I did like the steak. Lots of the other little dishes I loved, and the drink, actually. The drink was really good. So just to be clear, guys, this is the only restaurant, and I'm talking about the Test Kitchen. This is the only one that I did not do on my most recent sailing on the Valiant Lady, just because there was not enough time. Otherwise, if I had one more day, one more dinner, I would do the Test Kitchen again. That's how much I like it. It's just not my favorite. The next restaurant that I love, and it's gonna be put above the Test Kitchen, in my opinion, is called The Wake. Now, The Wake is a very fancy, very beautiful restaurant. I loved it. Of course, we had to reserve. Oh, and actually, one pro tip, guys, book 45 days before you're sailing. You got to book all your restaurants in advance. That way you can get, for sure, bookings on all these restaurants that I'm mentioning. So do not forget to do that. So with The Wake restaurant, I absolutely love the filet mignon. It is really delicious. The bone marrow is something I never had at sea. Bone marrow, so good. I would eat that every single day. It was really delicious. So this is the most pleasing, most stunning, beautiful restaurant in my opinion out of all 6 restaurants that I count. It is really good for photos because the front of the restaurant has a big chandelier where you walk down the stairs and make it to your table. So I love it. I think this is a restaurant where you really need to dress apart. So put on your best outfit and check out The Wake. And my next favorite restaurant is Extra Virgin. So this is the only Italian restaurant on the ship. I absolutely loved my meal here. My dessert was delicious. The ambiance is fantastic. Lots of servers at this one. It is always busy. I've never been here when it's all by itself. It is always packed. So it is definitely a favorite for a lot of people, but I'm gonna put this one as my next favorite. So the pasta, especially the carbonara, is fantastic. I love it. I would get that meal every single time. And please go for dessert because they bring a little cart up to your table and make you a nice dessert with ice cream, or any Italian dessert that you can think of is made on that cart. So really nice and unique feature. Now, even on top of all those options that I just said, I'm gonna go with the Razo Dazzle. Razo Dazzle is, again, truly one of my favorites. It was so hard to put it on this part of the list, but you know what? Razo Dazzle has the best breakfast. It has one of the best dinners. The ambiance is amazing. I love all the red, the black, the white color schemes. It is awesome, amazing. I would go here every single day. What's cool about Razo Dazzle is that they have vegan options, they have vegetarian options, and they have the naughty list, which is actually a few items with a little bit of chicken or bacon or some kind of meat. But I love the variety, and the menus are pretty cool because they have, it opens a certain way like a book. So just a quick little tip for you guys: if you do go for breakfast, go for the chicken sandwich with the pink sauce. Oh my gosh, it is so delicious, and the fries are really good with the ketchup. Now, Razo Dazzle by night, if you go for dinner, you must get the drink that is called Pop of Attraction. That is a cute little popcorn bucket with the drink right inside, so you have to work your way through the popcorn. And then once you get to the drink, it is so delicious. So please go for those options, breakfast or dinner. Again, Razo Dazzle is one of my favorites. Let's continue with the list. Now, my second favorite restaurant on the ship has to be Gunbae, which is a Korean barbecue. Now, this restaurant is a really good option if you want to meet others, have fun. It's 8 people total at the table. You do share the whole seating, then you share one grill in the middle for the server to cook any kind of meat that you want. If I were you, I'd go for the galbi. That's really delicious. And you're going to make some friends here, because every time I've been to Gunbae, I have made friends. And even to this day, we are still texting and following each other on social media. And once you do go to Gunbae, in my opinion, get the K-pop disco water. You're going to love that lovely drink. It is like just a disco ball, just like this big. It has soju, I believe, and it is so delicious. And then once you're done with dinner, go for the mochi ice cream. That is the best mochi I think I've had. So just little tips and tricks, but Gunbae is definitely the most fun atmosphere out of all the dinners. And this has to be my second favorite all time. But in my opinion, the #1 restaurant on any Virgin ship has to go to Pink Agave, the Mexican restaurant. That is absolutely my favorite all time. I might be a little biased because I am Mexican, but it truly has some of the best Mexican food that I've had, definitely at sea. Now, the atmosphere for Pink Agave makes you want to dance, makes you want to move, but you are sitting down enjoying your meal. So delicious. The margaritas are delicious, the drinks are delicious, the desserts amazing. They have a chocolate tamal, they have chocolate tacos at the very end, the cochinita pibil for your main dish. It is so delicious. You might have to get 2 of them because it is quite small, but you can get as much as you want. Yeah, Pink Agave, #1 in my opinion. So now that we have briefly discussed all my favorite restaurants, which again, I love all of them. I just favor other ones over others. We're gonna go on to the casual eats, the grab and goes, usually at the galley and the surrounding areas. So let's get into the list. So now in total on each of these ships, there are more than 20 options to get food at. So let's go to just a few. Let's just highlight some of the really good ones and just briefly go through these. As if you have any other input, you can always comment below. We're briefly going to talk about the pizza place, which absolutely is the best pizza on board. So go for the truffle and egg pizza. The pizzas do take about 10 minutes, so you'll wait about 10 minutes from the time you order to the time you get the pizza. But it is super worth your wait. I love this place and I'd go there every single day. Now, Noodle Around is one of my favorites, probably the favorite for my girlfriend, because she always gets the spicy tonkatsu for lunch. Super good ramen. Again, we would get 2 at a time sometimes, and it was really good. It's a really good portion size as well. And I think one of my favorite grab and goes, again, it seems like they're all my favorite, but one of my favorites is the Dock House, which has Opa hour every afternoon from 3:30 to 5:30 p.m. They have very small bites like the lamb skewers, which are, those are delicious. The lamb skewers and the shrimp with the yogurt, absolutely delicious. I cannot stress enough. You must go there for Opa hour. Super worth it at any time. But if you can make it in the afternoon hours before dinner, you're going to enjoy that. You might order a little too much and get carried away and be too full for your actual dinner. And if you love sushi like I do, you're going to visit Bento Baby all the time because they have lots of different sushis, all made and all rolled by hand right behind the Bento Baby stand. You're going to find lots of options too for breakfast as well. You're going to find like fruits and vegetables there that you can just grab and go. This is a definition of a grab and go place for the Bento Baby. So one of my most favorite breakfast items have to be a diner and dash there at the galley as well. If you get the French toast burger, you will not regret it. It has been good every single time. So full of syrup, flavors, the sausage and egg and the cheese, so delicious. I get this every single time for dinner. It is a big sandwich, so if you have somebody to share with, that's even better. So who doesn't like a good ice cream? And you can get it at Lick Me Till Ice Cream. Such a good option. I think I would go there like 3 times a day, honestly. There's so many flavors. It is so good. They have different cones that you can get a cup. The ice cream is included. Everything I have mentioned in this video is included. That's the really cool part. So get your ice cream for dinner, get your ice cream for breakfast. It doesn't matter. Any time of the day, I think you can get ice cream. Now, one spot that I feel like is overlooked and people miss it a lot of times is the Sun Club Cafe at the very top of the ship. And this is towards the middle of the ship at the main pool. You're gonna find Sun Club Cafe. They have bao buns, they have salads, they have spicy popcorn, which is crazy to me. And they have a few more options. So I really recommend it during a sea day. It seems to be open for limited hours. But once you're at the pool and you're feeling a little hungry, just go 1 deck higher and you'll find the Sun Club Cafe. And of course, because I am biased and I am Mexican, you gotta go to Let's Taco Bout It. This place has really good tacos. They have 3 options. I think it's shrimp, fish, and pastor, I believe, I wanna say. The pastor is the best regardless because I've tried all 3 options. They have little tacos. I think it's 2, but again, if you want more, you can always order more. So this will be at the galley on deck 16. So guys, this was just to name a few of the grab and go options. I really enjoyed talking with you guys and explaining how I felt, how my experience, what I liked more than others, and just the basics of the restaurants. And if you don't agree with me on number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the restaurants, you can always leave below if you think any of the other restaurants are better than the ones I have mentioned. So if you guys have enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Please subscribe, as I have seen many of you are not as subscribed. And if you could do me that favor, it would mean the world to me. We are growing on this little channel kind of fast, actually. So I love cruising, as you can tell. I just got off the Virgin Valiant Lady. It was amazing. It was a celebration voyage, so it's one of a kind. It happens 1 time a year. But if you are interested in this sailing or any of the Virgin ships or any cruise in general, you can always leave me a comment below. You can always email me and we can start scheduling and planning your cruise. I hope that I can convince you guys to take at least 1 cruise. Just try it 1 time. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't, but at least you can say that you truly don't like it if you have tried at least once. So as always, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone in the YouTube world. Thanks guys for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.